Hey guys, it's Tay.
And I'm Glow. And today we are back with a Tom Macdonald video, Sellout. Um, she hasn't seen this, so we're going to try to get through this. I apologize for the absence. We were dealing with a death in the family, and I apologize if my energy it seems off today. I'm pretty sick and don't feel good. But we're going to try to get through this anyways and see how it goes.
Fuck it up.
All right, let's go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm
Sellout.
super ready.
That I changed up. Everybody wanna keep me chained up. Check it, this a race. If I'm running and you walking, I can't wait up. Straight up, I feel like I'm the same as when I came up. Still a record label, still a manager. Still do it all with my girl from my home. Yeah, I bought some Gucci, but I hardly even wear it. I was stoked that after 30 years I finally wasn't broke. And I don't like that stuff, the vibe ain't tough. I should go and soak the clothes in gasoline and light that up. All these stupid little rappers popping Xanax, bad examples for our children. I will never write that, bruh. I'm the same man, living like I used to.
Alright, I see.
See, I like that though. He's talking about how he'll never write about all the stuff that he's against, like all the rappers are writing about doing drugs and trying to make it cool and stuff.
Thank God. Because I think for me personally, that's what like really turned me off from rap
Yeah.
as a genre.
I get it though. I mean, a lot of these famous people nowadays, that's all they talk about.
Right. But then like they have been talking about that since, the 90s and everything.
Yeah.
But it's refreshing.
She stole my toy, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not an expensive ass charger or anything. Alright, let's get back to this.
Yeah, camera please.
And light that up. All these stupid little rappers popping Xanax, bad examples for our children. I will never write that, bruh. I'm the same man, living like I used to. Do it for my fans, getting famous off of YouTube. Hope they understand I'm only human. Didn't know that making music will be so confusing. No excuses, that's the truth too. I will always be the person who I used to be. I ain't wearing diamonds, I ain't lying about my jewelry. Every chain is fake and all that Gucci isn't new to me. I bought it secondhand so I look cool on your computer screens. I'm tired of being analyzed by fans like they're scientists and criticized for every single rhyme I spit.
I could be cool on your computer screen.
Yeah.
So, let's just clarify this. He's saying that all of his diamonds and all of his jewelry is not real.
Right.
But he's doing that as like a satire kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
where he can look cool on your computer screen.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for me, from my opinion, it seems to me like it's a marketing thing. It's all part of his marketing scheme and how he's managed to go from just a person who writes raps and sells his stuff out of a trunk of a car, so to speak, up to what he is nowadays. Because he, without a record label or anything like that, because he did it in a way that would catch people's attention and get people to click on his stuff, and then he gained a fan base, and then he just blew up from there, and then it just became what it is now.
Okay. I mean, that's admirable.
Yeah, I think it just shows his intelligence. He did things in a way that
To make himself
basically
come up.
Yeah. He basically just made
Even
certain
the little
decisions.
things.
Yeah, the little thing. Just
The little things, yeah.
the tedious work that he put into it and then the consistency. For me, that's what I admire.
What does his hand say? Only self.
I don't know what the other one says.
Only...
If you guys know in the comments, let us know, because I'm sure there's some fans out there who know exactly what all of his tattoos say and mean. But I think it's supposed to read from one knuckle to the other one.
So there to there.
Yeah.
If you really think I changed, go ask my sister about her wedding dress, my dad about Nepal, or my mom about her appliances. They say I sold out.
What's that mean?
I wanted to talk about is in a lot of his other songs, he did talk about how he was going to use some of his money to put his family up, really help out his family and stuff like that. And he talked about it, and everyone started calling him on it, oh, you're never going to do that. You're just going to get blown up with the money and da-da-da-da-da. So he's basically saying on this, he's like, yeah, you don't believe me? Why don't you ask him? Go look at what I've done for them, because I have.
Check me.
Exactly. There's another song in it where he says something about, he says, my sister will never work again, because she has royalties to some of his songs and stuff like that, and he's giving her money. And he said, my sister will never work again, and they just sent my mom a grip like a grip is like a fat, what you can fit in your hand stack of cash.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like he's really putting his family first. Like he came up, he got the money, he did what he needed to do, and then he started helping out.
So he's doing what every rapper or artist wants to do.
Or they claim they're gonna do, but then they get caught up in the money and the fame that they never actually do it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I thought that was cool.
You're right. They don't all do
Every single rhyme I spit. If you really think I changed, go ask my sister about her wedding dress, my dad about Nepal, or my mom about her appliances. They say I sold out love before. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out. Amen. Cold mouth, Louis Bay, but everything I was made me everything I am. Look, I get it, all the criticism verified. Spent some years together, now we're going through a scary time. Trust me, if I witnessed my hero been acting different and seemed like he might be switching, I'd be tripping, I'd be terrified. But picture this, roaches climbing out the cupboards. I was living in
I like that. He said, I get it. If my hero started switching up and acting different, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be terrified. Like, I get it. So he just, for that second, he just put himself in the mindset of his own fans. Like, oh, I get it. I get what you're going through, but I need you to know that this is not what's happening.
And you know how hard it is to put yourself actually in somebody else's shoes?
Especially when you're going through everything that he's going through. When he's got all that stuff he's trying to do and all the time and money and effort that he puts into making these songs and these videos for us, and to still have time to have that thought process. That's, I don't know, to me that's amazing, because this is all he does, literally. He builds his own sets, he makes and writes his own shit.
I feel like he's like a very I feel like he's a very in tune soul that like he can tap in. I think he's an empath, basically.
Maybe.
Where he can feel other people's, feelings. That's why he's so in tune with like what everybody else thinks.
Right. Maybe that's what makes him so good at touching so many different people.
Maybe.
Because he does have, from just the reaction videos alone that I've seen, his fan base is wide. He's got rockers, rappers, emo kids.
He got me emo, boom.
Like Britney Spears type girls. Like, I mean, he's got all kinds of like different just backgrounds of people that listen to his music.
I mean, and I need to thank you, first of all. I need to thank this man because he really showed me how this whole universe of Tom Macdonald could be. Like, I never knew how I could feel about him or anybody like this genre at all. And you really just tapped into me and like opened my circle.
Yeah. Well, you see,
and I really appreciate that. I do.
That's the thing. I think that when you really care, I don't mean to cut you off. I had to get this out of. I really feel like when you really care about someone the way that we do, it's real hard to like. You gotta find that fine line before you cut out old habits and bring in new.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. I had to work with you a little bit in some areas, and
a lot of
and
it.
I knew that what I knew about you, that you would enjoy some of this stuff. So I just figured it was only a matter of time before I finally got you to sit down and listen. It's just like the movies and everything else that I introduced you to.
Right.
Like, and you said it yourself. I just didn't want to watch it because you wanted me to.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I get that.
What's the trauma? It's like the past. Like, I don't know if you guys ever witnessed being in a relationship and like having to listen to something over and over and over again and never having your own opinion in a relationship. But that would be my past relationships. So when I met him, it's like he actually cares about what I care about, and it's really hard to work through. So this is why, like, this is really important to me.
Good.
This
it's
whole
really important to me too.
Situation.
Well, you hear that, guys? Everything is important, and it doesn't matter whether it's big or small. You just have to pay attention.
Yeah, that's all.
So.
All the criticism verified. Spent some years together, now we're going through a scary time. Trust me, if I witness my hero been acting different and seemed like he might be switching, I'd be tripping, I'd be terrified. But picture this, roaches climbing out the cupboards. I was living in the ghetto, borrowed money from my mother. I just had a mental breakdown, my girlfriend in the struggle. Then I blew up overnight and we recovered. We went to Gucci and Louis, moved out the hood to a safe house. Started doing things that we dreamed when we laid down. Now
So, did you catch that? I think you did, because I saw you cringe a little bit. But he's talking about how he went from this to this, and like...
Brooches in the cabinet,
yeah.
Something like that.
Like how poor he was, and then blowing up overnight, and how struggling him and his girl were, and then when he blew up, they finally were able to do all the things that they never talked and dreamed about. So, yeah, of course, you're going to do that. Any one of us would. It'd be like if we were sitting here right now and all of a sudden we just randomly hit the lotto or something, that we just came into a ton of money, of course, we're going to take care of ourselves and make sure that our shit is correct and do the things that we wanted to do. Now, are there other dreams that each of us have individually that we want to take care of too? Yeah. Yes, of course. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that we've changed. We just now can afford to do things we've always wanted to do. We just never got a chance to. It's like I've always wanted to travel and see the world and go to different places.
Me too.
Don't have the money to do it, so therefore it's not an option right now. But if I had the money, bet your ass we'd be taking these reaction videos and doing them from freaking Paris. Or, where's another one I want to go to? The Roman Cathedral.
Let me ask you, where would be one place that you would want to travel if we had the money to go?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
One place.
I want to go to Rome.
Rome.
I want to see the cathedral, the Gladiator Cathedral.
That'd be awesome.
I want to see where it all started.
I would want to go to India.
Of course, you'd want to try authentic Indian food.
Indian food is amazing.
Anyways.
So great.
All right, back to this.
I'd be terrified, but picture this, roaches climbing out the cupboards. I was living in the ghetto, borrowed money from my mother. I just had a mental breakdown, my girlfriend in the struggle. Then I blew up overnight and we recovered. We went to Gucci and Louis, moved out the hood to a safe house. Started doing things that we dreamed when we laid down. Now everybody's saying that I changed and they hate loud. I was trying to show my girl like, hey babe, we okay now. Still throw a brick through the window of the lobby of any record label who trying to stop me. Still be the voice of every single lonely person with a story they can't tell because they never had nobody. Still the system.
So, did you see that? I will go back just a little bit, right here.
Is it the video?
This, right, yeah, in the video. You know what all that is? That is all merchandise that he and Nova put together, whether it's clothes, albums, and everything, and he hand signs every single one of them. Mm-mm. So when you buy like an album from him, it'll come with his actual signature. It's not a copy or nothing. He literally takes the time, writes on every single CD. Every single one of them. Well, and that's all shit that he's got to mail out. No, as far as the autographed t-shirts, I don't know if that's an option or a non-option. I don't know.
Oh, well, now I feel like I need to buy something.
Right? But I just thought that was really cool because that's what that is.
Because they never had nobody. Still the system and pharma and every whack politician and every triggered millennial too offended to listen. I got caught up in trying to show all the haters I did it, and I forgot that being Thomas was the promise I'd given. I understand why everybody lately saying I changed, but I get bored of everything that stays exactly the same. I promise that I'll burn it down with fuel and flames before I lose myself and become all the things that I hate. They say I sold out, love me poor. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out. Amen. Cold mouth, Louis Bay. But everything I was made me everything I am. I learned from my mistakes.
What was that? Did you see that?
It was this ski mask, I think, that fell off his head when he jumped in the pool. Ugh. Well, you had made a comment. You said, damn, I want to know what you were thinking. They want to know what you were thinking.
Well, I know. I was thinking, and I was drinking, but I was still thinking. It's kind of crazy how you can think of somebody one way months ago, and then you can think of them another way after a couple months. And it's because of you. Like, you really showed me how he's actually a person and he's not some douchebag. Like,
Right.
my whole, like, the whole time I knew him, before I met you, actually even, like, during I met you, because we didn't really talk about him because I wouldn't let you.
Right.
I thought he was a douchebag. I thought he, racist, bigot, anything that you can think of. But he's got so much soul. Like, I think he's more like me than any other artist that I'm actually involved in right now. You know what I mean? Like Machine Gun Kelly, yes, I love him. But I think I relate more to him.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's weird.
Well, that's
Because
how I got into it.
I want to not like him. I want to not like him so bad. But I fucking love him.
That's what I'm saying.
But why? Why is that?
Because now you're actually listening to what he's saying and not just hearing the surface value of it.
Yeah. But damn it.
I guess I sold out, amen. Cold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am. I learned from my mistakes. I grew up and I changed, but I swear I'm still the same. I fell along the way, took more than I could take, but I turned out okay. They say I sold out, love me poor. They don't quit me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out, amen. Gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was, baby, everything I sold out, love me poor. They don't quit me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out, they mad. Gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am.
Video. Rockefeller.
So,
Recap. Wasn't my favorite. Okay, so I will be honest. It wasn't my favorite song. I like more songs from him that are more emotional because I actually really enjoy the sad stuff. I really enjoy like the anger stuff. But it was a good song. I love him.
if you enjoy the
Fan.
anger stuff, you should definitely listen to Don't Look Down.
Well, we haven't.
He gets very passionate in that one.
But it was a good song for me. It's just not my favorite yet.
Well, that's all right. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. And also want to shout out to the first 50 or so people that subscribe to us. You guys are amazing. So let's keep it up. Let's keep upping those numbers up. And
We'll call you out on the next one.
We're going to keep
The
putting
50s.
out. We're not calling out 50
Yeah, we
different
are.
subscribers.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, well, you can do all the work to write down all their names.
I will.
All right, guys. Peace out. Thank you.
Love
Enjoy.
y'all.